Well, I was raised from a family where you don't trust, you don't feel, and you don't talk. Well, now I can't seem to keep my mouth shut. In my 20s, I was hit in the head with a cove-up door latch, which is a part of on a wing of an aircraft. I was a full-time mom, a full-time student, took care of my cars and my bills, rebuilt engines, worked on airplanes. I was an aircraft mechanic. I learned a lot about flying, the boom operating. I was a wing and landing gear specialist in the Air Force, and I was a pure 100% career go-getter person. And so having a mental health issue the symptoms had made me really sick, it crushed my dreams of having my career.
I was homeless in 2005, and I was homeless until 2006. I'm on the committee for the homeless pack group that they have here in South Dakota. I was diagnosed with a schizoaffective disorder, mental health issue, and I think that from where I was when I was homeless, I've come a long ways, and I try to do things the best I can to help others with mental health issues in their road to recovery.
I was in a motor vehicle accident that I sustained a brain injury, a traumatic brain injury. My life has been totally changed from this accident. I'm a totally different, opposite person than I was before. I'm more able to communicate with everybody and not be such a rude person like I was before my accident. And I think that it was probably the purpose.
2000, they decided I had bipolar and had borderline personality. So they started putting me on medications for that. And during this time, I kept on thinking there were things wrong. They were telling me what I should be thinking, what I should be feeling, and things like that. And I had the idea that the ones that could help me the most were people that had the same or similar circumstances in their lives. And then in 2007, there was this flyer going around about a group that was going to meet in Mitchell. And I talked to a friend, and she talked me into going along with her to it. And then we formed South Dakota United for Hope and Recovery.
When I think of South Dakota United, I think of independence, that we have the rights and the privileges of any other citizen of this state. And it is up to us to use our voice, to educate, to promote the peer model that working with others who have had similar experiences is the most helpful thing.
There's a lot of positive people in South Dakota United, and when you're around positive people, you have a more positive outlook on what your life can be.
It's given me more self-esteem. We have a common bond with each other that, recovery is a process. It's kind of like throwing out a life jacket for somebody. It's up to them if they want to grab it, but you can't do it for them.
I see it as a hope and hopefully a touchstone for people in the state to use as a tool in recovery, just to make life better for them.
Well, it's made me realize that other people think the same way as I do about the mental health system. Recovery isn't just being pumped full of pills and being told what you should think and how you should act. It's an individual thing.
I've never had this much mutual respect in my entire life, and it's very, very important to me. Peer-to-peer support is one of the biggest defining factors in helping people recover from their lived experience, to take their lived experience and keep guiding it into a positive direction. South Dakota United has made me feel like I matter, and the voice of people like me really matter.
I think sometimes in society We are bashed and they don't want to hear our voice. But we have a voice. We are people too, and I think we should be treated equal.
I am not the only beautiful person that has a head problem. I met people in this organization that are very beautiful and they are very personal right off the bat. And they're striving to say, hey, we've been through this. Don't treat us that we're ignorant. We all are have something to say, and we've been through this, and we don't want people going through the same thing that we've been through. You know, the fear of not becoming anybody or becoming nothing.
We feel at South Dakota United that everybody has the right to choose their own path of recovery, that it doesn't have to be black and white, all following the same rules, the same standards, and the same guidelines. Because what might work for me doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work for you, and vice versa.
Well, having other people with experiences that are similar to yours, they can understand more what you're going through. And they weren't taught in textbooks, they were taught by life.
Without independence, sometimes one doesn't have any hope. And hope is the very basis of, I think, all life.
Look beyond people's labels and see them as people. And getting our voice out there and growing together in positive direction. Maybe changing the laws where we'll be heard and understood. Because everybody's important. And everybody has a purpose here.
Everybody that is breathing is here for something, you know. I don't care, you know, what color you are. I don't care what size you are. That the next person that you are talking to, or you run into in life that you don't even know, you do not know what they're going through. I like laughter and I like smiles, so give me more of that. And I think acceptance of who I am today and where I've been is puts a big smile on my face. And this organization that I'm in right now can benefit many, many people.